They say that Guilty Gear players strongly dislike any character that is not their own. And of course, that applies to the newest addition to the game in Guilty Gear Strive 2.0, Jam. Now, it is really easy to just say you don't like a character, so in this video, we're going to go back and look at an older version of Jam to look at the why. And the way we're going to do this is by looking at her overall game plan and some of her important moves. At a glance, Jam is actually a pretty straightforward character. Guilty Gear is a weapons fighter, and Jam actually fights with punches and kicks. This character is not particularly known for her amazing pokes, but she is incredibly fast, and is typically in top 5 or top 4 of speed when she joins the cast. Now, this character has 3 unique mechanics we have to look at. So one is her cards, and this is called Asanagi no Kokyu. So she has 3 special moves around kicks. So there's Gekirin, Ryujin, and Kenrokaku. So using the card, you can upgrade these special moves. So for example, for Gekirin, an additional card adds an additional hit. But as you can upgrade it multiple times, if you get 3 cards, it changes into Max Gekirin, which is a powerful fast overhead. Ryujin is this flashy dragon kick, where Ryujin on counter hit normally has this wall bounce. The max version actually has a powerful wall stick effect that leads into combos. Finally, she has her DP kick, Kenrokaku, which not only becomes an actual reversal, but she also gets an air dash cancel option. She can also cancel the kicks into each other, which also affects the properties of the moves. Her second core mechanic is this, her parry. It can actually be cancelled into a bunch of stuff, like a P follow-up, YRC, her command step, which we'll talk about later, and more. You can use her parry to deal with attacks that are difficult to deal with in neutral in tandem with her fast movement, but you can also use it as a reversal as it has 1 frame startup and blocks mid and overhead attacks. Her final core mechanic is Bakushu, a command step. Out of this attack, again, she has a bunch of follow-ups that she can perform. The most iconic out of these is Hyapu Shinsho. This is the puffball. This move can be used as a powerful approach, and she has an H variant that can go through you, Senri Shinsho. This attack actually has more advantage than Hyapu Shinsho, but it is slower. If she presses P, she could do Mawari Komi and slip past mid attacks. And if she presses K, she could do her split kick. This move is actually pretty punishable, but you can cancel the startup into other kick special moves, and they count as follow-ups. So, for example, Gekirin Max Charge becomes a very fast overhead if you cancel into it from this move. These special moves work in tandem, making up for Jam's limited range. What ends up being frustrating about fighting her is that she's a really fast rushdown character, and she has the threat of either exploding at you with a special property, or just running at you to start offense. On top of that, for some reason, she has both a parry and a DP, so it's actually pretty hard to attack her on knockdown as well. She has a lot of unique Gatlings that actually help her to stay in, though these are very weak to FD. You can kind of think of her as a 2-step character though. A character that gets a hit, powers up, and then does a decisive hit later. So then what ends up being pretty rough about fighting her is like you're using your big weapon to fight, but then she slides through, it hits you, and it powers up, and then you're like, uh-oh, next hit I could just lose, or next time I have to block I have to deal with an instant overhead right away. So then you want to swing less, and then she just runs at you. I find that adding her to Strive is actually a pretty interesting choice because there's quite a few of these 2-step characters right now, but I think that Jam kind of stands out because she like stocks up her power up, which has not really been done in the game yet. I remember players saying that Jam was already in the game because we have Geo, and Geo has a power up mechanic both through meter and also through her new special move she got in Season 3, Chave. That being said though, they do tend to streamline some of the character designs when they come to Strive, especially in the case of characters where they have like a couple of seemingly unrelated things. I don't know if this will apply to Jam because everything works pretty well together, it seems. So I'm curious on how they're going to execute this. Let me know what y'all think though. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can support me on Patreon, patreon.com/LordKnight, where I do both free videos that are usually like fighting game tips, and then for paid members, stuff like early content and also what's going on. I do coaching on Medify, medify.gg/LordKnight. I stream on Twitch almost every day of the week, twitch.tv/LordKnight, but we also stream here on YouTube, and there we record videos for my second channel, LordKnight Chronicles. Like and subscribe if you guys feel like it, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.